So hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Amesie's Corner. How are you all doing out there? Well, good morning, or at least it's morning here. It's the breaking dawn out there. It's pretty early. I needed to come in here because this car is going away today, and I wanted to do a little walk around review of a Mk1 Volkswagen Rabbit. Look at this thing. Now, some of you guys may have seen the pictures I posted up on the Facebook group. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get some time with this car before it shipped on out, so I figured I'd share with you guys. Yeah, an 84 this is. I think, what is this, the last year of this body style, or pretty close to it. This is designed, the body style was designed by one of my favorite Italian designers, Giorgetto Giugiaro. He was responsible for some of the lines in the Saab 9000, a lot of other great cars. Filming light here. It's so dark I have no light inside. Usually I would do these outside, but we got a very busy day. We're always busy here at the shop. So yeah, here's the interior. Pretty Spartan. Pretty much what you'd expect from a mid-80s Volkswagen. I love the dashes on these though. I think it's really cool how they were set up. Real simple, but really well done. Looks like this car has this green paint. It's all wet, so you can't really see it. It's not as good as it would look from a distance, but you know, looks like this used to be a cream colored car at one time. It's got some neat stuff going on with it. A replacement mud piece or shield. It's got a roll pan in the back, a roll pan in the front, which is a look. I kind of like the tight, clean look of it. You know, no big bumpers hanging out. Real nice setup. Now these are a huge cult car. I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys that people just go crazy over these things. I really like the way the front looks on this thing. The smoked out marker lights, the real trim and tight roll pan on the front. What are these? Where the bumper stays used to go in, make cool little faux intakes going right into the frame rail. Still not a bad look. This being this is a diesel version actually, which is even more desirable for the collectors. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to help me out a little bit. All right, you guys want to hold the hood for me? There we go, and there it is in all its glory. I didn't get a chance to do a lot of research. I don't remember off the top of my head the displacement of this diesel. I'm sure someone will say it down in the comments. But we can see more of the original body color. You know, this would have been a tanny, creamy tan color. I don't know what the paint code, maybe that's the original paint code right there. I don't know. What do we got here? Rabbit Diesel. 97 cubic inch, so it's a 97. Was that 1 liter? A 1 liter diesel. So awesome. Why don't we get this thing up on a lift? I can't put it on my lift because I have a hell of a project going on here. You know, like I said, busy. Got to pay the bills. Little accident victim I'm replacing the hatch on, but you know, work. So yeah, why don't we get this thing up on the lift? We'll put it up here on the back lift and take a look under it and see what this little rabbit's hiding. Because rabbits are always hiding something, those sneaky rabbits. All right, we got it up on the lift. Got my trusty flashlight. Let's start at the rear and work our way forward. It's always the best way to look at these old cars. First thing I noticed right off the way is this thing's kind of loud, and it looks like it just has a straight exhaust. No resonator, muffler, nothing, just straight diesel smoke right out the back. And yeah, I guess that's a way to go. It's a little loud when it gets up to RPMs, but maybe it adds a couple of horsepower. You can see that roll pan, how that's kind of fudged in place. Looks like we got a little bit of rust and rot hiding. Like I said, these rabbits are always hiding something, them sneaky rabbits. Rascally rabbit. Real simple layout, real simple suspension setup. The trailing arms really looks like just a piece of, almost like a piece of angle iron just welded together. Neat. Real simple, real effective. Drum brakes in the rear. Looks like we got a rusty, some rusty tank going on. A little bit of rust on the fuel tank and the fuel straps. Oh no, not too bad back here. Not really too bad. Real simple unibody layout. Looks like this thing's been high-sided in the past. Did a little damage, which is now rotting out. Worse on some sides than the other. Yeah, she's hiding some stuff. That's not the worst of it, though. I'll show you the worst of it in a minute. Why don't we take another look around under here a little more. You can see the 4-speed manual transmission. Look at the size of the starter in the thing. Big old Bosch starter. That's been replaced. Not much to it. Real easy to work on. Real simple. Not really a lot of shields and guards. I mean, how easy is that water pump to change? That is an easy water pump to change. Disc brakes in the front, which you would expect for a car of this vintage. Now here we start to get into the problems with this car. You can see right there we get some flaky rust. That's right where the control arm mount comes off the body. And then yeah, right here, here's kind of the trouble spot on these cars. You can see this whole bracket is starting to rust where it connects to the floors. Same with the motor mount. Brakes is there, but she's got a few more years. Up here in New England with the New England treatment, this isn't the worst. This is probably in better shape underneath than the Sonnet is right now. So yeah, looks like some weird blue paint on the engine. I bet you that engine's been out, rebuilt or replaced sometime, probably in the 90s, I'm gonna guess. And then we can see up here, a little place for the horn, down low. Up here we can see the roll pan on the front. Yeah. Definitely not factory, but it looks like it was once painted the factory color. I mean, maybe it is factory. I don't think so. I don't think the factory would have had the screen treatment and all that on it. So, I mean, it's repairable. The rust I see, it's something I could fix if I had to, but maybe we'll follow this car once it leaves here and maybe it'll see it back, but yeah, maybe we'll do a little more to it. Well, all right, guys, not really much to say under here about such a simple automobile, but it's the simple things that make them great. It's the simple automobiles that seem to last the longest, and they just aren't building simple automobiles anymore. Well, all right, guys, I'm going to get this thing down. We're going to let the sun come up a little bit so we got a little bit of light out there, and we'll get this thing out on the road and go for a short drive in it, because it is a blast to drive. It is a rattly, shaky, diesel-smelling blast to go around the block in it. So.
The highest mileage car in America comes with front-wheel drive, a reliable, easy-starting diesel engine, comfortable adjustable seats, and a nice, roomy interior. The Rabbit Diesel is the highest mileage car in America, but the best thing about the highest mileage car in America is it's made by Volkswagen.
Sitting here warming up, idling away a little bit. Diesel engines do their best work when they're warm, and even little diesel engines take a little longer than your conventional gas motor to heat up. Heavier pistons, heavier castings and all that. All right, I wish we had a little more light, but we got just a dreary New England day. It is what it is. So first off, impression, like I said, reasonably well put together. Everything's where you'd expect it to be. Just the usual 80s German engineering, Volkswagen engineering. Now you hear it a little loud. There's, like we saw, no muffler, no kind of sound dampening equipment in the exhaust itself. Now, being a car that's 30-something years old, it's a little rattly. You hear some rattles in the dash. Not a lot of power. Now you hear how loud it is. I don't know if I like that much, but oh, what a fun little car though. Well, you got the body roll, you got the 80s feel, the 80s smell. Slow cars fast. Now just a 4-speed transmission. A little peppier than I thought, I would think. 134,000 miles on it. And it's, you know, 134,000 miles worth of squeaks and rattles. A lot of low-end torque. You start off in second with a little roll to it. Pretty much exactly what I expected it to drive like. Let's do a little sporty tryout. The roads are wet, so we're not going to be loading up a lot of G-forces, but what a blast! What a blast from the past, guys. Yeah, so down in the comments, if you know any details I may have not said, I may not know. I mean, I really didn't have a lot of time to prepare and get a lot of info on this car. I know a lot of people really like these. So yeah, if you've ever owned one, leave it down in the comments. If you got anything to say about them, I'd love to hear it. And yeah, I got to get back in there. People are starting to show up and line up out the door for us to get their cars fixed, to get this stuff out of the cabbage. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Liking, subscribing, and all that. And until next time, keep it out of the cabbage. Life's too short to drive boring cars. Life is way too short to drive boring cars.